Welcome to Going the Extra Mile, a podcast brought to you by Newleaf Training and Development. Each edition is sure to lift your spirit and encourage you in today's working world. Enjoy.
On Friday, September the 20th, 2024, at 3:30 p.m., we proudly became citizens of the USA. Though we could have pursued citizenship nearly a decade ago, our priority then was ensuring that our two children graduated from college debt-free to the best of our ability. At the time, the citizenship fees, nearly $3,000, just seemed non-essential. Now that our children have grown, flown the nest, and become self-sufficient, we eagerly chose to join this great experiment known as the United States of America. Since the focus of this column is really work-related, I wanted to share what I love about America through the lens of commerce. Number one, America is classless. Now, I mean this as a great compliment. Although grateful to have been born in England, I found that as I started to climb the organisational ladder, those further up the rung had all gone to the right schools and came from the right families. I sensed there was like a closed club that I could never be part of, especially when they had family members often referred to as lords, ladies, and the landed gentry. It wasn't so much of a glass ceiling above me, but one of solid heritage oak that I couldn't even scratch given my predominantly Irish ragamuffin heritage. Conversely, from day one, upon moving here, I found that my colleagues and later our clients were actually more interested in my character and competence than my class. They just wanted to know and see that I could get the job done. Number two, America is highly productive. Regardless of how negatively the national media tries to drag us down, this country is highly productive. This country works because it works hard. Did you know, for example, that US workers are on average 6.8 times more productive than Chinese workers? This ratio varies across sectors. US workers are 16 times more productive in agriculture, 5.1 times more in utilities, and 4.4 times more efficient in public service. Yes, I did say public service and efficient in the same sentence. And while most Americans are down on California, did you know it's actually the fourth most productive state, according to the latest information from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, which analyses which states added the most value to the economy for every hour worked. New York, Washington, and Delaware took gold, silver, and bronze, respectively. Number three, America is incredibly innovative. This is a country that has seen rapid population growth. In just the last 150 years, the United States has grown from 31 million to 331 million people. That's 10 times growth. Now, in comparison, England, France, Italy, and Germany only increased by a factor of 2 to at best 3 times over the same period. And while population growth in the USA was driven by boots on the ground, ready and willing to put their shoulder to the proverbial plough, growth in those 4 European countries was driven by increased survivability rates due to advances in healthcare. People weren't flocking here for government welfare programs. They were coming and still want to come for opportunity. When you have this many people hungry for opportunity who all need products and services, it's perhaps unsurprising that the United States has been the world's largest economy since the late 19th century. This dominance has been bolstered by factors such as industrialization, technological innovation, abundant natural resources, and a very large, highly productive and engaged workforce. Finally, number four, America is great because it is good. The workers of America are among the 3 most generous populations in the world. According to the World Giving Index, which ranks countries based on factors such as donating money and volunteering time, Indonesia and Myanmar top the USA. But I'd suggest that their giving is driven by the practice of zakat in Islam, Indonesia, and Buddhism in Myanmar. Now, Americans give because it is right and good to do so. Just as there's no religious test to become the CEO of a corporation here, there is no religious guilt that compels my fellow Americans to tie their time, talent, or treasure. In closing, we will always remember 9/20/24. For people at work, let's keep putting our shoulder to the proverbial plough. For our neighbours and friends, thank you for welcoming us with open arms, and may God continue to bless America as a force for good around an increasingly dark world.
I hope you found that short story useful, and if you did, feel free to rate, review, and share this podcast. We'll be back next week with another episode, and we also invite you to check out our other weekly podcast, Take 5, an inspiring interview with a leader worth listening to. Bye for now.